Hello, bestie. It's Sue Coco, your divine oracle. How are you? I hope you're doing so well. Let's call in the angels, the deities of the light, and all that call us to our higher good. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull some angel cards to get some confirmations. Honestly, I'm really open and receptive. There's no messages coming through because I really do feel as if you're seeing this. There's a reason you're seeing this. Whoever you are, let's set the intention here and now that there is a reason you're seeing this. There's a message that needs to come through for you. But at first, I want to pull some confirmations. And this one, because if you're watching this real time, this video is like coming out on Saturday. I'm hearing Angel Weekend because I'm probably going to be doing angel readings all weekend. I'm using my angel tarot cards, and I never use these. These are probably like I feel my most sacred object when it comes to like tarot cards. But I really feel compelled and called to deliver angelic messages. There's a message coming through that is specific. So I do want to pull some confirmation cards. So you know that this reading is for you if this resonates. If you're watching this and you're like, I don't know who you're talking about, but that ain't me. I mean, you're free to leave, but I'd love it if you stayed. Just good time laughs if you enjoy my energy. Hey, but we're going to pull confirmations. I'm also getting an energy of pulling from the animal spirit cards, and I have my divine abundance cards, but that'll come a little later. One more cut, and I feel like this is the one for me to get into your energies. All right. Okay. Let me pull. Oh, that one wants to come out. No. Okay. All right. So, first off, we're getting the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Cups. All right. Let me see. Master of the Universe. Ten of Cups is such beautiful, positive energy. Celebration coming forward. And the Queen of Wands. I feel as if when you are in your power, when you are so genuinely yourself, you're celebrated. There's a magic in you. I'm hearing people say, like, that spark about you, if we could like bottle it up, we'd make a fortune. There is a je ne sais quoi, a spark, a magic that is so intrinsically tied to your personality, your magic. You're a special person. I'm just receiving so many messages of like people being in awe of you, but it's funny because it's like there's the people that are in awe of you, but I do pick up an energy of like quietness as well, of like maybe you're a little bit shy, or there's been like, not all the time, but it's just like you could have even been asking like, why me? You're like, oh, I don't know. I'm just being myself. And it's when you are being yourself 100,000,000%. When you're being goofy and playful and like really locked in with your inner child. Honey, that's why I'm wearing the Hello Kitty. I wear this because I was so excited when I saw this. I'm like, I can't wait to show my besties that look at this cute Hello Kitty. And if you've been watching my channel, I've been on a like health journey. Baby, this is an extra small. Oh, I'm so tiny. Okay. Anyway, we're moving right along. But what I'm going to say is like when you're in your authenticity, there is a sparkle and I just see people's eyes lighting up. This is calling me to share. One of my favorite authors is Haruki Murakami. He's a Japanese, I think he lives in like Hawaii sometimes. He's a Japanese author. And there's a book he writes these beautiful, like, realistic fantasy. They're not fantasy, but it's like this like surrealist, like about like normal people, but there's like a magical element. I love his stories. There's one where there's it's called A Wild Sheep Chase. And so I don't need to go into the plot, but there's a scene where the main character, he goes on a date with this girl, and when he saw her, he was buying a watch or something, and she was like the sales associate, and he was so drawn by her. There's something so magnetic, so beautiful, so alluring, that he just had to ask her out on a date. And then when he went on the date with her, that spark wasn't there. He was like, there was something about her. but it's not here now. It's like, is it me? What's going on? There was something about her that was so magnetic, but it's not here on this date. And it's almost as if she could read his mind, because she looks up at him and she's like, you're noticing when you first met me, there was something so magnetic and alluring and you're not seeing it anymore. And he's like, yeah, what, like, how did you know? What is it? And she's like, it's my ears. And he said, what? She had her hair covering her ears. And he's like, what do you mean? And she's like, my ears. When I activate it and I show my ears, I become like a different person. It's magnetic. So usually when I want to be like, I hide my ears and so I don't get noticed. And he's like, no, that's crazy. And she's like, okay, watch. And she just pulls her hair and does that. And all of a sudden, like the table over there, they start looking at it. All of a sudden, he notices all around the restaurant, it's almost like a spotlight came out on her. I'm getting goosebumps. And that's the energy that you possess. There's an energy also of Marilyn Monroe. She was being interviewed by a journalist, and they were walking down the street, and the journalist was like, oh, like, this is crazy. You're Marilyn Monroe. You're walking down the street, and nobody's noticing you. And it's like, oh, do you want to see me turn it on? And she changed her, like, something in her was like the switch turned on, and then all of a sudden it was like the spotlight was on her and everybody noticed. That activation in you is you tapping into your inner child. And in that activation, it's not just about you being an actor or like whatever it is. That activation could be, if you're a storyteller, through written media, through story, through song, or like whatever it is they do, that is play. When your inner child just is able to like play freely and enjoy themselves, that is when you're active. Pardon me. Confirmation burp. Oh my god, that was a lot of confirmations. Excuse me. I've been drinking a lot of Coke Zero. Oh, sorry. Looking at my watch, my smartwatch does buzz, so I'm like, oh look, what happened? Not wearing it. Okay. But and it's funny where it's like the Queen of Wands is the hidden god in this, where it's like, this is something that is so sacred to you, because I do feel an energy as well of only those, like, it's like, if those who get it will get it. It's not for everybody, but like your tribe. They're gonna understand and see you in the way that you are like your greatest self. And it's like, it is so like intoxicating when the right people encounter you. When you're your people, your tribe, and it's so much bigger than you realize. Okay, we're gonna move on. Oh my god, you're somebody who's so emotional, like positively. You're so in tune with your emotions, and you're so emotionally powerful and invested. And it's like, this is crazy because you don't even realize how, like, people might say you're aloof, or like you may not, you know what I mean? Like, you're so in your own little world that it's hard for you to pick up on like subtleties, or like, oh, did you notice, like, I'm really picking up, there's an energy here of like a lot of attraction. You have a lot of secret admirers, and maybe like a friend or a colleague or somebody's gonna point it out to you, and you're like, me? No way. Like you're like, what? I don't get that vibe from them. And it's like, no, they like you. You're getting the King of Cups and the Four of Cups. So there is this energy of like aid, of divine aid, of people wanting to help you, and it's almost like you're not even aware of like the greater things that work. There's an energy here of you kind of like, oh, like maybe you tell people of like stuff that's going on and you're like, oh, I'm just lucky. And people are like, that does not happen to normal people. There's an energy here of you being like very divinely favored. And there is something here. It could be from like other people or divinely. You're somebody who gets a lot of like you tell your life story to people and it's hard for them to comprehend and believe it, because they're like, how, like, and it's just like lucky breaks. There are things here, and it's like, you may not even see it or realize it, where you're just like, if you never gave it thought, you're like, oh, I guess I never saw it that way. I never realized. And it's also a thing of maybe Okay. I'm getting an energy here of like you can ask for more. Like you're not at your full potential yet. It's like you're not at your full capacity. There's still so much more ahead and on the other side. The potential, the capacity hasn't been reached. There's something about that energy coming through, bestie. Yeah, I do feel as if okay, I do want some clarity on this. What is potential? Okay. Hanged Man. You don't have to do anything. It's about asking and changing your perspective. And it's very, very interesting where it's like, I don't feel as if you say I'm a lucky person, and I want you to start saying that now. I want you, there's a calling for you to like scream it from the mountain and be like, I'm a lucky person, things work out for me. That is gonna be your mantra of like moving forward with this reading. It's like there is an element here of divine favor and divine protection. I know the reason why I was called to use the angel decks for this reading is that they want you to know that. They want you to rely on them more, and they want you to ask. It really does feel it is so tied to your emotion. You could be a water sign, but that doesn't need to be like, but emotions and water are very, very strong connections for you. You're getting a lot of cup energy. You got the 10 of cups, which is like such true profound happiness, and it's like it's in the works and in the waiting. There's an element here of like it's come, but there's so much more coming. It's like the banquet hasn't even started yet. You've been served appetizers, you got the main course, you got dessert, and then there's like a you know what I mean, like we're at the festival. Like there's so much more coming. Like the banquet has not even begun yet. We just served the charcuterie. Like there's so much more. Oh my god. Yeah. There's so much more coming. There's such a strong element of water here, and like this is so funny because the hangman is playing the trumpet and then the angels are like running with their cups. Let me just cover. He's a little bit naked. So anyways, we got the angel of the hanged man, and it's like this. He's like playing the trumpet, and look, the little cherubs are getting and running the water for him. And it's like the Four of Cups is about, kind of like there's more missing the plot a little bit, but there's more on the way for you. There's some sort of divine favor. That's how I read it. And especially with this deck, there's an energy here of like the angels want to do more for you. The divine wants to do more for you. They want to do more. And I just need you to pray deeply. And the key to the prayer is to be so like, let your emotions flow. If you're in prayer and you like cry, that's it. That is the emotion where you just allow yourself to be so full of God's love. And I want you just to take this however it resonates with you. These are the messages that I'm receiving from divine creator. And so however that resonates, you could resonate if God and like the language of Christianity does not resonate with you, go with spirit, universe, you know what I mean? Whatever works. So that is like the source is telling me like these are the messages coming through, and it's just easier to interpret it through that lens because it's so ingrained in the society, in the zeitgeist of our consciousness. So last confirmation is okay. Okay. I'm getting that you're somebody who likes to like you're somebody who lives in your head, but it is one of your greatest strengths, and also it's something where it's like you want to be able to like figure, like if you're struggling with a problem, you want to figure it out. If you're struggling with like, you're not one to wallow in your problems. You take action. You are somebody who, if something happens and it really, really messes up your mood, you're not one to like stay on the ground. There's one beautiful metaphor one of my teachers gave me was like, it's like if you fall in a puddle, you can like, oh, woe is me, I've fallen in a puddle. And the people walking by are like, okay, they fell in a puddle. But if you stay there all day and say, oh, look at me, I fell in the puddle, people are just going to walk along and move. And it's like, okay, well, great, you're in the puddle. What are you going to do about it? Like, That's not you. You're the type of person, you may, oh, I fell in a puddle, but then you're like, okay, what am I going to do about it? You're somebody who's proactive and especially nimble of thought. You do spend a lot of time in your internal world, be it through creativity. You are a big thinker. You could have like full discussions with yourself, but also this does have a tendency to allow you to kind of like spiral into like what you don't want, or like worry and have anxieties about things that haven't happened yet. So that's just a warning, but this is just a confirmation for like who I'm speaking to. This isn't predictive of like anything that's going to happen. This is just letting me know who I'm speaking to and who this reading is for. Patience reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. Okay, and I'm also picking up, there's an energy here of like, you are a hopeful and positive person, but there's an energy of like financial lack. There's an energy here of you have been struggling with finances, with money, with making ends meet. And the severity is going to be very different for everybody, but money has been on your mind, and it's like, how am I gonna bankroll sub da, 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 da. It's like there's so much more you want to do, but you are feeling financially limited, and that's what I want you, that's the key, the underline, the through is financially limited. This is just a moment in time. There are blessings wanting to make their way for you, and here's the thing. Perfect. I'm gonna reshuffle because there's a core something going on I want to get into here. So now that we know who I'm talking to, who you are, let's pull. I want to get one card from the animal spirits. What do the animals have to say? What do they have? What is the wisdom they want to share? Who's coming forward? Who's in your energy? And I'm also going to pull a Divine Abundance card to kind of like, this is like, what's the message in regards to your divine abundance, but also an energy of like, maybe how you can attract more divine abundance, or like, there's something happening with your abundance, because I do feel as if like it is backlogged, backstopped. Sea Eagle. So there's an energy of renewal. Sea Eagle, we've gotten this card before if you've been on my channel, but Sea Eagle, the lore and the mythology for this beautiful Sea Eagle card is one where the sea eagle is an animal of rebirth. It flies high, high, high up into the sky, so far high up that its prey, when it looks up, it just sees the sun, right? And then the seagull will shoot back down, and then before the prey even knows it, it's caught it. So it also does fish, and so it'll go and land in the ocean. The mythology behind the seagull is it's believed it flies so high up into the sky that it catches on fire, and then as it emerges back to earth, it, all that is unnecessary burns away, and it's reborn in the water. So that's a message that's really, really coming through for you, is rebirth, but it's like about letting go of what no longer serves you. You've made so much progress that it's a good time for you to take stock of who you are, what's important to you, and what no longer serves you. What no longer serves you. And you've been in service to everybody else. You have a lot of... Okay. We got 3 cards. Okay. I do feel as if you're somebody with a lot of responsibility, and you want to take care of everybody. You have a list of people that you want to help out. And that's beautiful, but at the same time, it's like, what serves you, what aids you. I'm not telling you to be selfish, because that ain't it. But like, there's an energy here of you being tapped in to making sure your cup is full. That you're able to give from a place of giving, instead of being so like giving, I want the appearance of being a good person, and then you're in a place where, you're in a place of lack and not receiving. So you got 3 cards. We got, first of all, inner power. Beautiful lion energy, inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. So you're entering a time right now where courage is required, but you don't even realize how powerful you are. Baby, you have the power to fly up into the sun. Rebirth, refresh, renewal. The color green is very important. The night sky, guidance. When you make divine intelligence your foundation, you finally have a fixed star to follow. So on the journey you're on, right now is a time for you to understand. I do get an energy of like not knowing what the next step is. And it's time for you to turn to your divine guides for what that next step is. If it's prayer, just pray and ask God, what's the next step? If it's through, divination or whatever it is, do it how you do it. But it is in the asking for the guidance, but it's rooted in your spirituality. Karma, your final card is karma. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. And this feels more, it doesn't feel like it's karma like your past lives. It feels more like you're a completely different person now than who you have been. And addressing maybe things you're not proud of, or like there could have been situations where you're like, I should have stood up for myself. I should have done da-da-da-da. There's an energy here of that where you were not, if you could go back in time, how you would have changed it. There's a really strong energy of that. Of like, you're so much more capable now than who you were. So, let me just shuffle these up. So I just want to pull, I think, 3 cards. And this is like what the message is for you. All right. Waking them up. Anyways. Rise and shine. Yeah. Okay. That felt really correct. Okay. The moon. So there is something coming unexpectedly. And there's an energy here of not allowing, allowing intuition to take hold, but not overthinking and not trying to overanalyze everything. There's no need to rationalize what's coming in and what's happening. That's what I'm really hearing clearly. Revelations are happening. And there's something about the night sky and like guidance. You are so much more powerful than you realize. There's like, it comes through so strongly. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yeah, love coming in, baby. Bestie. Okay. We've got the Queen of Swords, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. I didn't think this was the reason that, I didn't think this was the message coming through. But, there's partnership around the corner. There is an energy of you being very discerning and in your power, but it's coming out of nowhere. There is an energy coming in of somebody. Love, romance, somebody. Union, relationship. For those of you, and resonance is the key factor here. For those of you who do want to be in a relationship, or give or take, great. This is an energy coming in. For those of you who are adamant of I don't want a relationship, it's not that. But there is an energy here of partnership, but it may not be romantic. It could be business or whatever. But the key message here is you standing. This is what's coming in. You standing in your power, you standing with the sword and being able to make decisions and rule over your kingdom. These are going to be very vague. These messages are going to resonate. If it connects with you, this is the message for you. And if it doesn't, I just go ahead and leave it for somebody else. But you are going to stand with a flaming sword over your kingdom, ruling over your land. You're going to make the decisions, and you are going to, if you sentence, it's very Game of Thrones, if you sentence someone, to a beheading, you're going to be the one holding the sword. You're going to be reigning in your sovereignty of yourself and of your kingdom. And when you are in that embrace, that is when you're standing in your divine feminine. And this is a very, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, we all have divine masculine feminine within us. There is a magnetic quality to you that it feels as if the person, the people, the tribe, whoever's coming in, they view you, it's going to be as if like you are magic, that you're able to make the plants grow, the birds sing, that there is something about you. It's because you're so in your own power and in your own world that it is remarkable, that there is awe and there is magic. And this is so crazy that this is coming full circle of like this spark about who you are, your inner child, and this beauty about you. And now it's like it's being recognized and realized. And I'm getting a message of like, I'm really picking up like the relationships in the past didn't work. There's the like love. There's an energy here of like things not working out or like not being picked. Or it just feels as if like maybe other people were in relationships and you weren't. You're being divinely protected. They were saving you from I don't want to be like you're gonna have like if you had a relationship when you were gonna be a terrible life, but there's an energy here of like the people and the rooms that you were in are not the throne you were meant to sit on. Like really weird analogy, but I just imagine it's like you there's a divine beauty and a grace about you that is spiritually royal, and it's like you could have been born in an environment and in a place where, you know what I mean? Like people can see your beauty, but it's like you're spiritually like expensive. Like they know you are like, you know, like I'm going to say she, but like however you identify gender identity, but like, it's like they see you and like, okay, they're expensive. That is value. They're rare, right? And it's like, could they afford you, right? And it's more about it's more than about just money. It's just like there's an energy about you that feels very luxurious, grand, and it's there's like a poem, and it's like in the garden there's an apple tree, and the most beautiful ripe apple is like at the top of the tree. The boys come and they try to climb the ladder to get to the top apple, but they fall off the ladder and they hurt themselves, and then they decide, you know, I'm not going to go after that apple, and they pick up like rotting apples on the ground, and you're like, the apple is like, well, what? There's nobody picking me. Maybe I should lower myself. Maybe I should just drop to the ground, and then somebody will pick me. But don't be no pick me apple bestie. One day, somebody who's brave and strong and willing to, you know, up to the task will come and pick that apple. That's the energy that I'm feeling here. Is like there has been your preparation has been to stand in your power and radiate your beauty and like be in your aura and your energy. And then the right person's coming along who's able to see and sustain and hold you. And like, anyways, I'm not going to too into it, but like they're going to be able to hold you. I just see them cupping you. And like, it's this energy of like seeing your beauty and being almost like a protector, whatever that means for you. You could be like a man for a woman, or you, however, you know, we don't judge. We don't judge your gender. We don't judge your attraction, baby. Let's allow love to be love in here, okay? But there's an energy here of the person coming in for you it's like a very divine counterpart, kingdom spouse. It's like there's an energy of like if you always wondered, like the people that were attracted to you, like why did you never feel a spark for them? And like there were certain people you were just so drawn and attracted to. This is the reason. It's like you don't need to explain your attraction, or like why you like what you like. But this person that's coming in, it's like checking all the boxes, and then there's like a mutual attraction, which is going to be very like, it's feeling different than anything you've ever felt before. It's feeling like this. Like, you know what I mean? What do I mean by that? It's like, it just feels so perfect. They fit together so well. It's like your hand was made for mine. Sorry if I'm getting too cheesy. I love all this romance. Ooh, okay. But I think I've rambled on long enough. This message has been so clear. What is the truth and the core of this is you're just needing to focus on like what it is you're doing, your guiding North Star. There's like work that you're doing that you just need to focus on and be in, and this will come in its own timing. It's a letting you know not to give up and not to give up hope. That, you know what I mean? I'm just getting the energy of like, you could feel as if like, well, I'm never going to meet anybody. So why would I brush my hair? I'm just going to go out, have toothpaste. And you know what I mean? Like, why would I dress up if I'm not going to meet anybody? Because love doesn't exist. But it's like you getting dolled up for your, like you getting dolled up, not for anybody else, but like to make yourself feel good. Like that's the energy here where you're like, you standing in your own power over you trying to like, I'm trying to attract a partner. It's more so, I want to be the best version of myself because that's how I want to be in the world. You moving with that energy is what's going to attract this person to you, and it's going to come out of nowhere. That is the through line. There's no need for you to like, I got to, do the work and whatever. If you feel spiritually compelled to, there's a strong calling for you to, if you're looking for the guidance, go look for it spiritually and tap into your spirituality for that. But with all of that being said, bestie, I love you so, so much. Until next time. Oh, wait. Let's thank the angels for being here. Anyways, I love you so much. Until next time. Bye, bestie.